I just realised I'm the #1 ranked driver in this session. Am I in 3rd split, 4th split or something? I know there's a lot more people in, but it's impossible to know at this point. I don't think it's going to be... I'm not going to be in 2nd split. My first race out of 2nd split for a while. A 107.8! Holy hell! I've never set a lap that good before. I need qualifying to be like that. This is just practice. Alright, let's go qualify. If I can repeat what I've just done in that little practice, then it'll be great. I'm just throwing myself into this one, to be fair.
One more lap.
Wow. It really is well populated today. That's the second best lap I've ever done, a 10th away from my best ever that I set in the practice session, and I'm only good enough for 3rd place at the minute. Finally got a 107. I remember thinking back in the early days of the first time I ever did this track, and I looked at the top split and there was people getting 107s, and then I went and practiced and I was getting like 109s or something, and I remember thinking, wow, how are they doing 107s? Look at me now, towards the end of the season of Masters. Come on to my first ever track again. Banging in some 107s straight away. I'm down into 4th place now on the grid, but that's cool, man. It's cool to see that improvement. So hello everyone and welcome to another iRacing video, and we actually get off to a bit of a crazy start in this first race where the first corner in particular, there's an incident, let's put it that way. So I get off to a really good start off the line and I'm able to go up into the inside of 2nd place on the grid into the first corner, and then I tag who I thought at the time was that 2nd place guy on the grid, but it turns out when I looked at the replay that it was 3rd place on the grid who basically just decided to take a line around the first corner as if nobody else was there. He clips 2nd place, he clips me, and yeah, I ended up not feeling bad about that at all because ultimately, you know, we were there, so it was all his own fault. So I was able to enjoy what was basically a great start from 4th place to make a double overtake to get me into 2nd place after the first corner. I was able to sort of hold on to that 2nd place, even though a bit of a gap had formed at about 1.5 seconds to the guy who qualified in pole position. At least I'd been able to sort of make up those positions early, and then a little bit further through the first lap, 3rd place to just behind me, who was 2nd place on the grid, who'd qualified in 2nd, he actually ends up making a mistake and spinning off as well. So that basically left it to a battle between me and the leader, because the people behind, they weren't able to keep pace with us, and it was just a two-way battle for the rest of the race. Now, it was a great battle all the way through. The leader had actually qualified almost half a second ahead of me in pole position, and I obviously qualified in 4th place. But during the race, I actually managed to reel him in, and I brought the gap from 1.4 seconds to down to 0.4 seconds at one stage, and even 0.3. I was really pressuring him basically all the way through the race, but I just couldn't find a way past, and basically this is how the race was all the way through. It was a really intense, great race where we were just trading lap times and never being separated by more than a second on track, but honestly it's pointless to show all of it because I'm just staring at the back of the car for the whole race. What you're seeing here is about as close as I ever got, with about 5 laps to go. I ended up crossing the line in 2nd place, about 0.6 of a second behind, with the rest of the pack basically nowhere to be seen. So it was a good performance and a good result, but not much action basically after the first corner. And yeah, like I said, this is about as close as I got and just wasn't able to find a way past, and he held it well in 1st place really. But this would set up quite a remarkable turn of events where in the next race, because of my iRating increase from this 2nd place, I was actually in the top split of drivers, and that was a goal that I had at the very start of the season, to race in the top split in these rookie masters at some point during the season, meaning that basically out of the hundreds of drivers racing at that one time, I was ranked in the top 12, and it happened for the next race. I didn't believe it at first, but it ended up being quite the amazing race, which I'm just going to let play in full as it happened, because it was just ridiculous. So please do enjoy my craziest and probably best iRacing experience so far for the first time in a top split race. And like I said, I'm just going to let it play in full after you see the conclusion of this first race of the night. I gotta give him a GG for that.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
I need to get out of this chair so I can give him a GG in the chat, because that was a great battle and that was so enjoyable. Thanks for the GGs in the chat from you guys as well. I had to give him a GG. That was a great race. Like, there was, after the first lap, nothing really happened from, in terms of like start to finish incidents or anything, but it was just so intense all the way through. We were, you know, separated by what, between half a second and a second every single lap. I must have set some of the best laps I've ever done. 107.4 on lap 4. Holy hell, look at the improvement. Every lap apart from the last four. The last four were a 108, but every other lap was a 107. What's that all about? I'd never done a 107 in my life around this track before this race. Bloody hell. Look at that iRating change. I was in third split. I was top ranked in third split because there's so many people racing this week on a Sunday. I got the best lap as well. That 107.4 was the best lap. Good start. 17.33. That's the highest iRating I've ever been. Nice. I did just a bit too good in this one, yeah, probably. We got 3 more to come still. Unless I get some like crazy result by the final race, but that was good. Oh yeah. It's the Bruffy special. Second place and best lap. I think is that the first time I've ever had the Bruffy special on iRacing? I always get it on GTA. Second place and best lap. Might be the first time ever on iRacing. A good return to this track. Am I really in top split? I'm not going to believe it until I see it. There's no way. There's no way this is my first top split race. 107.8. I mean, based on like coming into this round, that would be a great lap. But after my performance in the first race, it's amazing how that's somewhat not as good as it could have been anymore. Still mid-pack though. This can't be top split. Like, there's 230 plus people signed up. Okay, some of the drivers that were in the highest split in the last race might not be signed up for this one or something, but at the start of this season, one of my goals that I didn't think was ever going to be attainable was to get into a top split race in these Mazdas. And if I'm here now, then this is like a goal achieved, just to be in this race. Okay, we've had a second person corroborate this now. This actually is top split. I can't believe I'm here in a top split race in these Mazdas. I'm just going to enjoy this. It doesn't matter where I finish. I'm just going to enjoy it. No expectations whatsoever. This is the realization of what I thought previously unattainable goal. And the fact that it's on this track, the original track. It's so fitting. I'm just going to enjoy this. Oh wow, he's got a massive jump start.
Green, green, green.
The guy behind him jumped as well a little bit. Oh, someone's gone.
You got it. Slow car on the right. Right side. Clear. Right side. Keep to the left.
made it work.
Clear on the right.
He's gone so defensive into that corner. More so than he needs to, really.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I had to go defensive there. I did tag him, but he lost it on his own. But I had to go defensive into that corner because White was going to come and get me. Looks like the leader's pulling a gap and then you've got this group fighting over second. Hopefully they slow each other down a bit.
You're in fifth.
Oh, this is getting dicey up front. Watched that completely. I was worried I was going to go into him.
Side. Clear on the right.
he's being punted off, I think. I think that was the leader. Was it the leader? I don't even know. Maybe it was a back marker. This is crazy. Before my first ever race on this game, on this track I watched the top split race because I wanted to get some tips, and it did really help me in that first race. You know, I learned a few lines and braking points and gears and things. But I remember thinking, wow, oh god. There's another position, bloody hell. I remember thinking, the lap times that these guys are doing, these 107s, it's amazing. I was nowhere near that.
You're in fourth position.
And I also remember thinking, like, there was a group of 4 of them at the very front of the race. And I was like, wow, it's so close, all 4 of them running together, like, within a few seconds of each other. This is really cool. And here I am, in that group, in a top split race. Absolutely. I might have mentioned it, that I watched that top split race in the first episode of iRacing Career Racing before that first race, but it's absolutely amazing how these journeys go. And all of this has just been survival at the minute though. Jesus!
Clear on the right.
Okay, I was gonna get taken out there if I didn't avoid it. I had to just give him that position because he was going to take me out. That's a season of racing in Mazdas saving my ass from being taken out and rear-ended. I lost a position, but it's better to lose a position than... Oh! Holy... I don't know how I saved that. This has been an interesting lap. I've got a back marker behind me, so I don't need to worry about him position-wise. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit aggrieved at the way that he got that overtake done, but it could have been a lot worse. I'm still running. The top three have really closed up as well. We lost so much time because of that avoiding action I had to take for him. Now I'm a little bit scared about this back marker. Is he going to try and unlap himself? He's sticking his nose in. Well, that's not really what I wanted, but it's not for position, I suppose. Thanks, back marker. Appreciate that. Just as I was catching up to White again. That's the thing. I'm trying to be so careful. Like, I'm using the experience that I've got in a season of Mazdas to rather have some preservation rather than, you know, get taken out. But hopefully he goes and slows down the wide car as well now. I wouldn't mind that. Bit ropey. I've lost a bit of confidence on the last couple of laps after I needed to take avoiding action on White and I lost that position, and then the back marker coming up as well. I've definitely lost a bit of confidence. I think I'm in preservation mode in my head at the minute. Because 5th place in top split is still a bloody good result. Oh, he's chasing him really hard, pressuring him. I wouldn't mind if something happens there, considering I feel aggrieved at the fact that he overtook me in the first place, at the way that he overtook me. Oh, something has happened.
Slow car ahead. Go right. slow car on the left. You got a slow car on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Go left. 2 left to go. 2 to go. Left side. Still there. Hold your line. You're now in third. Clear.
Holy moly. What just happened? Well, I got my position back on white at least. Wait, am I in second?
White flag this time.
Last lap.
Okay, you're in second.
Top split! Second! What?
There's the flag. It's over.
Oh, what a race!
Great job. You did really well.
What a race! Oh my god, you know when I was talking about self-preservation? Look at what it turned into! Oh my god, thank you for all the GGs in the chat. I got my position back on the white car that I felt aggrieved with. I ended up finishing Holy cow! Second place, top split. That's going to be my biggest championship points like ever throughout the entire season. Holy moly. I can't believe it. Thanks for all the GGs. That was amazing. This track is special. It really is special. I didn't get best lap, but I think I got second best lap. I saw that I set a 107.2. Second best lap, second in the race. 107.2. Me doing 107.2s. I'm in the 1800s on the iRating. 1816. Top split. 103 championship points. This is it. This is the peak. I think I'm not like I was gonna do 4 races on this track, but it's not getting better than this. I was gonna just use all the 4 races up, but I'm not getting more championship points than 103 this week. This is the peak. I think I'm just gonna do my 2 races and be happy, and then try to close out the season in the last 2 rounds. Like this is the peak. I don't want to do anything else to tarnish it and then have a bad race or something. Like I want this to be in my memory as the best round of iRacing this season that I've ever done, and end it on a high. Because I'm just so happy right now. It's the little things. Achieving goals and just doing well, it's just nice. So yeah, pretty crazy race, and as I said at the time, the championship points I got for that were very substantial and helped a lot in increasing my my championship points going into the final 2 rounds. And yeah, this is certainly a high point of the season and high point of iRacing so far. To get that result in the top split, it was just great. So it's really nice to be achieving these goals and getting up there and making improvements, and that's all you can really hope for. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching these iRacing videos. I'm really glad that you're still enjoying them, and I'll see you next time.